Hi, it's Sarah Jane, and I just wanted to pop in here. And I'm at my daughter's godmother, her nana's kitchen tea, and they're playing all sorts of funny games and passing around an advice box on, great tips on how to keep married and happy in your relationship. And I'll never forget once I was speaking to a couple that had been married for like 50 years, and they were that kind of couple that you see that's 85 and they're still holding hands and they're looking into each other's eyes, and they just I could just you just felt the love that was coming out of them. And I remember asking her, how did they do it? How did they manage to keep together and still love and adore each other the way that they did? And she said to me, Sarah Jane, you know what? He was a traveling salesman. He'd leave her at home with her 5 kids for long stretches of time. In those days, he would get in the car and go and sell all around Africa. And she said, when he was gone, I never asked what he did. All I knew is that he would come back to me every day, and if he had to do things in the marriage that made him keep coming back, she didn't need to know what it was. And I love that. I just thought, what great advice, that when you're with somebody, be with them, be totally present, be an allowance, see people, meet them where they are at, and then when you're not together, have a great life. You don't need, that's such an expansive way to come to relationship, is to just know that when we're together we grow each other, and when we're apart we grow as individuals, so that we can come back into the relationship and be the best that we possibly can be, and to just honor and nurture that. And I just thought, wow, I think advice is always so kind of harsh, because we all come with our own agenda, with our own ideas of what conscious relationship looks like. And I just thought, wow, what a wonderful way to actually grow into relationship, is to meet each other where you're at, and never blame, never shame, never make each other wrong, and never justify either. Be willing to ask, instead of assuming what you think that other person is coming to actually have the vulnerability and the openness of heart in the relationship to say, I'm feeling a little funky here. I'm not feeling very safe right now, and I just want to check in with you and ask you, is this true? And to be able to do that, to love with an open heart, and to know that we're going to make mistakes, that we're going to go into our old childhood woundings of not being abandoned, of thinking that we need to get it right or perfect, that it's in the journey, it's in the adventure of actually saying, what do we want this relationship to look like 3 months or 6 months from now? And how can we live into the legacy of creating a future where we both get to be our own people, and to really support each other in whatever it is that we're growing into. So I just wanted to share that today on these prenuptial celebrations, to just say, what can you do to actually create more conscious relationship in your life from a place of allowance and generosity and honoring each other, and then the gratitude to just say, what, even though in this moment I might not be liking myself or liking you so much, this is where I'm taking a stand. This is my commitment, and how can I grow into myself and be the greatest version that I can be, so that you can shine, and together we can go and have a glorious, beautiful adventure. So I just wanted to say I love you. I see us in relationship with each other, and that when we just soften our hearts and we're willing to actually love whatever arises, how can we live into that as conscious relationship with the people that we love in our lives, with our beloveds, with our partners, to actually just be willing to be wrong and free rather than right, and having to maintain your point of view. So I hope, I'd love to know, how do you create conscious relationship, and what do you do? Do you go to bed angry, or do you sit and talk about what it is that's hurting, or what it is that you're not feeling safe about? And how do you create conscious relationship with your beloved? I'd love to know. So post your comments and questions, so that I can pass those on to the bride and groom to be, and know that you're loved. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will speak to you soon. All right, guys. Lots of love. Bye.